It's time to get that new look started. Let's get rid of those sun-damaged ends and faded out color and get into something rich and vibrant. Humidity is not your hair's friend. It causes your hair to capture moisture and leaves it looking dry and unhealthy. Hello Gorgeous is a certified Brazilian blowout salon. We can tame those locks, leaving your hair healthy and shiny with a Brazilian smoothing treatment. So let us help you make a great first impression. Call us today to set your appointment at Hello Gorgeous. Our number is 352-351-5358. Again, that's 352-351-5358. And don't forget, we also do men and children's cuts too. 351-5358. Hello Gorgeous is conveniently located in the heart of downtown Ocala. So call today and set up your appointment at Hello Gorgeous Salon at 351-5358. That's 351-5358.
Hello Gorgeous.
Now you did it. Are you completely insane? He's back. He, who must not be named. The man, the myth. The only guy in Ocala to eat his own weight in fried pickles. Twice. Now, you asked for it. Sorta. Live and in person. It's Tom Schmitz.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks on a Wednesday. That's right, it's Hump Day. And I'm going to try something new on Wednesdays. I always like to try new stuff. I'm gonna try to do it every day, but I'm gonna start it today. And it's a 1.5 minute little break that's called Today in History.
May 26th, 1940. During World War II, hundreds of thousands of Allied troops begin their evacuation from Dunkirk, France. They escape Nazi Germany's advancing forces, making their way across the English Channel to Britain. 1868. In Washington, President Andrew Johnson's impeachment trial ends with his acquittal. Johnson serves out the rest of his time in office after his clash with the post-Civil War Congress. 1907.
Young fella, if you're looking for trouble, I'll accommodate you.
Actor John Wayne, nicknamed the Duke, is born Marion Morrison in Winterset, Iowa. Wayne's rugged roles in decades of westerns and action films made him an American icon. 1994. The girl is mine. Pop star Michael Jackson and Elvis Presley's daughter Lisa Marie get married in the Dominican Republic. They split up nearly 2 years later. And 1949. Singer Hank Williams Jr., son of country music star Hank Williams Sr., is born in Shreveport, Louisiana. Today in History, May 26th. Camille Bohannon, The Associated Press.
I'll try to get that from the Associated Press every day. Just gives you a different perspective on the day in history. I do want to share an email I got from a listener. If you want to send me an email, tom@woca.com is where to send it. This is from Tina. I will not tell you her last name, but I will read the email from Tina. Tina says, "Sir, your understanding of Black Lives Matter is skewed. Black Lives Matter is drawing attention to the abuse that cops use, the abuse that cops show to African Americans at an alarming rate compared to Caucasian offenders. That's what Black Lives Matter is doing. It's pointing out the abuse of police. It's not pointing out every black life that is taken senselessly in America." Okay. That may have been what it originally was, but it's been hijacked. I've said it numerous times on the show. It is now a political arm. It is a political football that is being used by people who want to defund and soften police activity. Period. It's not about Black Lives Mattering, because if it was about that, you would be upset about these senseless murders that happen in Chicago all the time with African Americans killing African Americans. You'd be concerned with the African American that got shot, even though he was 15, and yes, he had a gun here at an apartment complex in Ocala, but he still got gunned down. His life, black youth was gunned down. I didn't see any protest. If you want to say that, black lives are being taken senselessly by the police. That don't play as easy as Black Lives Matter. You know, that little cool word set you got. But it's not about Black Lives Matter. It's about black lives that you think are taken by white cops or cops in general. It's not about black lives. Because if it was, you'd be upset that the murder rate has jumped 800% in Portland, Oregon. You'd be upset that the murder rate in New York and Dallas and Chicago has jumped by over 50%. But you're not. You're keyed in on, the instances where you have sometimes justified and other times not justified interactions between police officers and African Americans. That's not what your name implies, but that's what you're talking about. I'm just saying your name doesn't fit what you're doing because you don't show concern and you don't protest when black lives are senselessly taken. You only do it when black lives are senselessly taken or black rights are infringed, in your opinion, by police officers. That's two different things. Good morning. You're on Ocala Talks.
Yeah, good morning. And why has the neutral news media time and again characterized some of these incidents between citizens and police as though the unarmed victim was shot by the police, and when we much later find out that the unarmed victim was armed?
I'll give you a case in fact. People were up in arms about the young lady that was killed by the police because she wasn't attacking the police. No, she had a knife and was attacking another human. Their job's to protect and serve. They shot the woman and she died, but she was trying to stab somebody and kill him. So those kind of things.
Yeah, there you go.
Those kind of things happen. Thanks, Jim, for the call. So I just wanted to let you know, though, that this lady took the time to write out an email to me, and I felt like I needed to answer her email. And thank you, Tina, for sending that email in. If you have an email or a situation you want to talk about, but you don't want to come on the air, you can come on the air, 622-9622. But if you just want to drop me an email, you can do so at tom@woca.com. I got somebody asked me over the weekend about the new gambling expansion that lawmakers have approved. And we'll get into that in just a few minutes. But right now, let's go back out to the phone lines. Good morning, caller. You're on Ocala Talks.
Good morning, Tom.
Morning, Hugh.
Say, just to change the subject a little bit, did you happen to see the blood moon eclipse this morning?
I did not, but I heard it was fantastic. I didn't see it because, I was busy getting ready to come into work and everything. I had things to do, Hugh.
Right, I know exactly. It was quite a thing. It started about 5:45, and it went about maybe about 2/3. But then the moon set, so you couldn't see a full eclipse on it. But where your station is now, looking out of the windows, if you'd have been there, you'd have had a great view of it because you're looking across the airport and you're wide open. There's no trees in the way. But anyways, it's going to be not till next year that we'll have another eclipse to enjoy. But in the meantime, it's something to watch. It makes your mind think about life and planets and all that kind of stuff.
It really does. And at 5:45, I was getting in the shower, or I would have went outside. If I'd have known at 5:45, I'd have been in the backyard in the jockey shorts, Hugh, looking at the moon.
Yeah, well, it just started, so it was just a little bit, about maybe a half an hour, 45 minutes later, it was about halfway, I believe, but the moon was getting pretty low at that point, and being in the eastern part of the United States, we didn't see the full eclipse because of the fact the moon was already set, but anyways, it was something that I enjoy, and like you said, it makes you think about what we're doing here on Earth,
It certainly does. Hey, Hugh, thanks for the call, buddy.
You bet. Take care, buddy.
We're going to take a break. When we come back, I'm going to try to see if I can get Joe Martone for 10 minutes just to, because people seem to send me emails talking about that I pick on Joe. So I think I'll get him in here for 10 minutes so I can pick on him some more. Coming up at 10 o'clock, Ocala Police Chief Mike Balkin will be on the show. And then at 10:30, the show that is getting rave reviews and taking Ocala by storm, American moms. All that yet to come right here on 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source. Are you wasting time boxing